Hello everybody, I'm just hanging out in my little picker restore shack. I'm going to make a video here. Let's see, where did that thing go? Mushrooming on the pole. How to take that off, and should I take it off? Well, you'll get a difference of opinion on that. Some people consider stuff like that character. You know, the proper usage of the tool is to dress it as that comes along. You get that mushrooming, clean your tool, little bevel grinding on your grinder or whatever. I don't consider that character generally, unless it's a really old time antique axe. Things that I consider character are like this one, owner's marks. You know, back in the day, the old carpenters and shipwrights and whatnot, they made a living with these, and they marked their stuff out. The old shipwrights had the dot system. They would take a punch and they would just they would spell their initials out in it. Okay, so that's what I consider character. Beat up edges and mushroom pole is not character. Anyhow, so I figured I'd make a video, and I wanted to introduce you to, actually I wanted to show you all my shop. As I said, I'm hanging out here in my little picker restore shack. Well, what does that look like? So there's just a view of some of it. So what I do, I work in construction. I'm a home improvement contractor, and I go to a lot of sales, estate sales, barn sales, etc. And so generally, I'm not out working in my shop in the summertime, and I'm busy at work, but this is when I'm purchasing. This is when I'm buying all this stuff I want to keep, etc. But basically what I've done is instead of having all this cool stuff sitting in boxes, I put it up on my wall so I can enjoy it and show it off a little bit. Now it is really dusty in here, but I wear a dust mask. So anyhow, just I thought I'd talk about that, since people get a little scared with dust and whatnot. So anyhow, so let's get to the pole working. Okay, I've rambled enough, and so I'm gonna put on my dust mask here. The respirator type. I wear these at work all day. You can see this has gotten brown a little bit from rust. And I'll throw these away after about a week. So anyhow, I've got this 4-inch by 36-inch tabletop sander. It's a Shop Fox brand. And anyhow, I've gone through, you know, like a lot of y'all, I started out with a Harbor Freight, and you know, you'll burn a few of those out. The Shop Fox isn't particularly fast. I'll bring this down here, take a look at it. It's a Shop Fox. Anyhow, it's not really fast, but you can really lean into it and it won't bog down. I've had this thing for 2 years now, and the motor doesn't show any signs of being weak from excessive hogging on that thing. Anyhow, so here's what I do. I use the edge, this hard hard edge right there, the roller. And so I'm kind of locking my body up and doing this. So I could do that all day long. And also locking up my arms, I can get some control. So it's not so, it's not so crazy. And one thing I figured out is working the grind on these. I've used a lot of different tools and a lot create heat, but I can go to this guy and do that, and it doesn't hardly make heat at all. Okay. Can you see that? So anyhow, oh, and there's the mushrooming. You can see I've got a little ways to go. So one other thing with using this to clean off the mushrooming is I can set it over here on the end, and it's not gonna sand. Like you might have some stamping right here you want to not take away. Well, with this, yeah, I mean, throw your obligatory, tape across there to protect it. But even so, it's not. You're not going to need it because you're going to be, you're going to be working that edge, and the sander won't be able to touch it. So anyhow, I hope that helps a few of you folks out. You have a good day.